Hey everybody, it's the Watchalong Show, the show where we talk about the movies we've watched and the challenges we're doing on Letterboxd. I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. Aaron, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Like when we started, so we're doing book adaptations for the third week here. Each of one of our prompts is leading to 5 movies. And before starting this, I thought it was going to be easier to find book adaptations I haven't seen. But as I dig, I find like movies on my blind spot. At least for this week, I found a movie on my blind spot, so I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, and as you saw in that thing, I thought that my favorite horror movie of all time is based on a book. So there's lots of books that you can choose from. And our only caveat was like, don't pick Stephen King. Like,
Which I've already seen all his stuff, so it's fine.
So I'll go first. My movie comes first chronologically. And it's a movie I've heard about. I'm definitely familiar with the story. This is a Ray Bradbury story that was adapted into I want to say it's a family-friendly horror movie. 1983's Something Wicked This Way Comes. That is Jonathan Pryce there, and he does a fantastic job as Mr. Dark, the ringmaster / proprietor / devil stand-in of a traveling carnival that goes from town to town and preys basically on the insecurities of people. And like it feeds him and his minions, one of whom is Pam Grier, used perfectly in this movie, I have to say. But there's 2 kids and their dad. The dad is Jason Robards. He's like one of these dudes. He's like old as dirt, but he married a younger woman and still decided to have a kid. He pulls the old Anthony Quinn. He has like an 8-year-old kid, even though he's like 70. That's a little weird, but like aside from that, it's a really good movie. And honestly, with the exception of maybe like one tiny split-second scene where like there's like a guillotine that goes on. I don't know how that got past the censors because this movie's PG, but there's a clear like guillotine scene in this movie. Aside from that, I think it's a perfectly acceptable, great time. And let me double check my rating on it. Yeah, I gave this a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel like I've seen that Jonathan Pryce character before, like in passing, but it might just look like that Jose Magia guy or whatever that guy is.
It definitely looks like that Coffin Joe guy for sure.
Coffin Joe, yes, okay, that's who. That might be who I'm confusing him with.
They actually, now that you mention it, they are like 90+% similar. Yeah.
So that seems a little intentional if I was able to pick up on that, but yeah, I never heard of that otherwise. So yeah, my movie is from 2000, Shadow of the Vampire. It's been on my list for quite a while. It's definitely a movie I walked by in the video store many a times, seeing Willem Dafoe's face playing Count Orlok / Max Schreck as basically a real vampire. This is like a really cool movie. This is a movie I think that it definitely has a horror aspect to it. Like there's like scenes in the middle where he's like literally attacking and killing like costume designers because Max Schreck is. So it's like very much towing the line between dark humor and like playing it straight as well, which I was and like it definitely has the horror elements, but it also like is a movie I recommend to anybody who's like a fan of movies and the making of movies and movies about movies. And like to me, it's like the best method acting movie ever. Because no, I don't think he's a vampire, but they like just play it so straight throughout. It's the director of The Begotten as well.
I was say this guy directed Begotten, and it's like
it's the most.
I can't believe he did both of these movies. I can't.
Well, both have black and white cinematography. That's where the differences or the similarities end. This is a much better go of it, thank God. Most movies are that exist, so that's good. Yeah, and John Malkovich is ridiculous in this movie. I was ready for Willem Dafoe to put on an amazing performance, which he does. Wow, he can play a believable vampire. He is a vampire, probably. But like John Malkovich with this like super overpronounced German accent playing F.W. Murnau. Udo Kier is great as the cinematographer as well. Udo Kier is like always the best part of every movie he's in. Like rest in peace, Udo.
Yes.
And it's just like Carrie Elways is in this movie playing Carrie Elways.
He definitely is.
It's just like it's got all the hallmarks of Nosferatu as well. It made me want to go back and watch both versions, the 20 or the 20 whatever, the Eggers version and the 1920s version. Like because it does make you just appreciate it from another perspective. Like the way they change the cinematography in and out when it's in frame of the camera is really cool. Like this is a movie, it's on Prime, and I feel like it's been buried for a while. So like, yeah, check it out. I really like it. 4 stars for me on this one.
And I've seen this movie, and I love this movie, and I think the fact that like Elias Merhige did Begotten 2, it was like an extra shock to me, so I bumped it that extra half star. I'm a 4.5 for Shadow of the Vampire. I love this movie.
Yeah, craziest director never made another movie, because this movie was great. It was nominated for Oscars. Willem Dafoe was just incredible in this. And it's also just like a really funny movie on top of everything else. Like it's a good horror comedy, where the comedy is never like ironically never looking at the camera to wink at it. So
yeah. Well, I again forgot, but this is the Why We Love Horror Challenge here. You can pause and see what we're talking about here. We're only like partially through the 4th prompt, I believe. A lot more movie watching to come this year. But this year we also, Aaron gave me 100 movies to watch. You could pause, and I gave Aaron 100 movies to watch. You could pause. This week though, I watched movies. Aaron's got plenty of time to go in the year, but again, that's my 100 movies.
Yes.
And we'll go through the movies I watched this week. I'm just chugging ahead. The first movie I watched, I had seen Reanimator a long time ago, and I'm probably due for a rewatch on Reanimator, because watching Bride of Reanimator, like I kind of had forgotten like the actual spirit of Reanimator, and I think that's the biggest strength of Bride of Reanimator is like the momentum is going. The momentum starts from like the very beginning. It's like, oh, we're still in the Reanimator universe, which I think is refreshing. Jeffrey Combs, I don't know if he ever came near playing Herbert West ever again. I'm not saying he's not a talented actor, but him as Herbert West is like, I think he peaked. So with Herbert West, no matter when he shows up as Herbert West.
Yeah.
I like the fact that like now, my favorite part about the movie is like just like kind of like how absurd it gets. Like in the beginning of the movie, they're just like they don't even like let you like know like how. Like they've escaped like whatever New England Miskatonic University, and now they're suddenly like in the middle of a civil war in Peru, like a brutal civil war. Like there's like they're on the front lines of the war, but then like they get found out and they just like fuck off and they're back in New England, and they don't even explain it. It's like we're back. We made it back. And then also the lady who was there also makes it to New England. So like once you like stop asking questions about the Bride of Reanimator and you start enjoying the movie, it's a good time. I can't fault the ridiculousness of it. And Brian Usna as a director, director of Society and plenty of other movies, like he just shows off. Like he puts together great effects teams and oversees it. He just shows off the whole time. Like the scene, like putting the bat wings on Dr. Hill's head, like all the zombies, they're great. But I'm at a 3.5 on Bride of Reanimator.
Yeah, no, I like this as much as the first one. Even though it is a little bit worse, it's more fun. I think it's a more fun version of the first movie. It like lets loose a lot more. So it's a 4 for me.
All right. Moving on to my second movie. I know you enjoyed this, and I enjoyed it immensely, to the point that like I don't understand why there isn't a larger subcatalog of these movies. Troma's Tromeo and Juliet is my second movie. They just absolutely don't give a shit about anything. Like, and like the thing is, like both Gunn brothers are in this. Sean Gunn and James Gunn show up in this movie. Sean Gunn is like unrecognizable as the what would be in Romeo and Juliet. He plays like one of the scrubs that like get in a fight in the beginning. The people that fight with Jamie Kennedy in the beginning of Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. He's the Capulet guy, but they give him a much bigger character in this movie, and he's just like killing it. And then all the other actors, with the exception of like maybe a few bit cameos here and there, are just like Troma actors. But the disrespect to Shakespeare is like so complete that it becomes respect. And I don't understand why they didn't do like Hamlet, King Lear, Macbeth. Like Lloyd Kaufman, in a rare misstep, dropped the ball. There should have been an entire catalog.
He didn't have the funds for the other ones. It's not like it's Hamlet, not slutlet or something.
It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. It's like, yeah, and like, look, I can't even really. If I start getting into like what's great about Romeo and Juliet, I'm just gonna be rifling off things forever. It's just like it's absolutely no stone is left unturned with like every depraved trauma thing they could do to the story. So I respect the fuck out of the effort. This is a 4-star movie through and through.
Yeah, no, I give it a 3.5, and I really liked it as well. Like, it's like such a sincere movie. Like it really is. It's like a sincerely depraved movie. It's like close to John Waters' energy as we're gonna get as well.
That's a good way to put it. It is like it feels like a John Waters movie at times, for sure.
Yeah, but it's not, because there's only one John Waters. But it feels like it, that's complimentary for sure. Yeah, I liked it.
And then the final movie I watched this week, didn't know that I had seen a remake of it. The Quiet Family from the 90s. What year is it, John? You tell me. This is 1988. No, 1998. Oh, look at me. I got to edit things. Oh, my goodness. I can't. It's so unprofessional here on Why We Love Horror. 1998's The Quiet Family. The Korean version of what would become Takashi Miike's The Happiness of the Katakuris, which, Aaron and I will disagree. I like The Happiness of the Katakuris better. Aaron likes The Quiet Family better. They're both good. Like, it's based, the plot, if you don't know the plot of either movie, a Korean family in this movie, a Japanese family in Takashi Miike's movie, decide they're going to just buy a hotel, like a mountain lodge hotel. And they're out of their depth. They shouldn't have done it. They have no idea what they're doing. There isn't even like a way to get there. It's basically, if you are hiking and you decide to go to the hotel, you would go to the hotel. But their very first guest realizes that it's an out-of-the-way hotel and decides to use the hotel as a place to kill themselves. And instead of calling the police and getting this negative attention of there being a suicide at the hotel, the family decides to just dispose of the body. And hijinks ensue for the next hour and a half. Yeah. The only difference is The Happiness of the Katakuris is an experimental horror musical, and this is a straight-up dark comedy.
Yes.
Yeah. But like I said, I like both of them. Like Happiness better. This is a 3.5 for me.
Yeah, I mean, one of these movies has Song Kang-ko and Choi Min-sik, though.
Yeah, every big Korean horror actor you recognize is in this movie for sure.
It's like there's launching point for a lot of them, and I just feel like this. I don't say this a lot, but this is tailor made for an American remake. Like it can be in an Airbnb or whatever. Like it just seems so easy. 4 for me. I love when a family comes together to dispose of a body. It's like I know it's like sounds like a really specific kind of trope, but like you'd be surprised how often this comes up in movies. And I just feel like here, I think there's some really weird decisions made. I'll say that much in both versions, if we're being honest. But at the same point, like I really, really liked it. So yeah. I think The Quiet Family is far superior. I don't think it's close, and I love Miike, but I respect it. But yeah, there's been a few movies with like the families coming together to dispose of a body.
Here's what I'm going to say. After watching Over Your Dead Body this year, Jorma Taccone, get on this. Remake this movie, dude. Like, you could do it. I believe in you that this is right up your alley. If you remade The Trip, you could remake The Quiet Family.
And sure. if you are looking for a movie of a similar kind of energy, I was trying to watch earlier this year the new Jim Jarmusch movie, Father, Brother, Sister, Mother. And my Plex accidentally took me to a movie called Mother, Father, Sister, Brother, Frank. And it was directed last year. And it's about a family coming together to dispose of a body. That's all I'll say. But I watched this movie thinking it was a Jim Jarmusch movie for the first like 30 minutes or so of the movie. And it's not, and it has Enrico Colantoni in it from Brooklyn 45, Humane, and other horror classics. So there's a little extra one since I didn't watch any movies.
Fantastic. All right. Well, if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. One more time. That's the general Letterboxd challenge we're doing all year for Why We Love Horror. Those are my 100 movies, and those are Aaron's 100 movies. Until next week, I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. This has been the Watchalongs Show. We'll see you then.